A question you might be asking yourself is, what does modern mean? When you see it on my website up there in the upper left-hand corner, what does that mean? Does that mean repetitive and boring and soulless? No. Does that mean expensive and self-indulgent? No. What I mean when I talk about modern design is a design that's always rooted in the human experience, that provides the same sort of sense of shelter and function and delight that you get when you look at this image of St. Jerome in his study, but doing it in a modern way. This building by Jarrett Riedfeld inspires me. It was designed in the early 20s and is full of light and meets the very specific needs of his client. The walls slide on tracks, and there's all kinds of things that swing. It's very cool. I'm also inspired by the building in the upper left-hand corner, which was built in the 1920s, which is, again, it's full of light and meets the specific needs of the client. I'm inspired by images like that on the lower left, which is by an Italian named Fornasetti, who drew this image of Jerusalem in the 1950s, and it has a very modern sensibility about it, although it's an antique subject. And I'm inspired by the fact that my buildings are used and inhabited and loved by human beings. And so I always try to remember that when I'm designing. When you look at the kitchen that I designed here, it's a remodel of a kitchen in a 1960s ranch house. The owner wanted to keep the mid-century vibe, but she wanted to move it into the 20th century or the 21st century. And so we used some nice blonde wood and some dark quartz counters and modern appliances, and opened up the windows and did some cool things with the lighting. There's also this project that I did on the top floor of a multi-story flat building in San Francisco, where although it was a small structure, we were able to open up into the underside of the attic and make that grand room feel even more grand. And we were able to provide a traditional fireplace alcove, although rendering it in modern materials. I also designed this little house that never got much beyond this sketch. 3 stories, masonry on the ground floor, and glass, and wood balconies, and more glass, and a roof that's shaped to capture the sunlight and provide a sense of shelter and an opening to nature simultaneously. And I'm working on this project right now, which is a large addition and remodel to a house in Oakland, which will have cement plaster walls and some wood siding and windows that are very specific to the spaces that they provide light for. And so that's kind of what I mean by modern. And I'll be talking about that more in future videocasts like this.